What if the first human wasn't what we imagined at all? What if it looked more like a toddler in a gorilla costume with a brain too big for its own good? Somewhere on the banks of an ancient African lake, a strange creature stood up, and the planet hasn't been the same since. Meet Homo Rudolfensis. Not quite human, not quite ape. A mystery wearing a face too flat, a brain too large, and a history full of questions. They didn't leave behind palaces or poems. Just a single skull, KNMER 1470, staring at us like it's trying to remember what it was supposed to become. And where did we find this oddball? Near Lake Rudolph, modern-day Lake Turkana, Kenya. Dry, scorching, and full of biting things. A perfect vacation spot if you enjoy being chased by crocodiles the size of school buses. Speaking of which, Homo Rudolfensis wasn't the only thing lurking back then. The land crawled with ancient beasts. Saber-toothed Dinofelis waded in the grass like the worst kind of neighbor. Pliohippus, the three-toed horse, galloped like it owed somebody money. And down by the water, the crocodile Crocodylus anthropophagus, literally the croc that ate humans, was probably licking its prehistoric lips at the sight of anything upright and squishy. So how did Homo Rudolfensis survive this literal hellscape? Scientists think they may have used stone tools, or maybe just really creative screaming. Some believe they were smarter than their cousins, Homo habilis. Others think they were just an evolutionary dead end with a lucky forehead. There's a debate still raging. Was Homo Rudolfensis a direct ancestor of us, Homo sapiens? Or was it a weird cousin who brought experimental potato salad to the family tree picnic and then never got invited back? But here's the juicy part, its skull. That beautiful, brainy, baffling skull. It suggests a bigger brain than any human ancestor at the time. But no one knows what they used it for. Did they plan ambushes for wild pigs? Make flutes out of bird bones? Or just stare at the fire thinking, why does the moon follow me? What's really wild is how quickly they disappeared. 1 minute they're strutting across the African plains, probably inventing sarcasm, and the next they're gone. Did they mix with other hominins? Get outcompete by Homo erectus? Or just fail to keep up in a world where being clever wasn't enough to outchomp a megacroc? One theory suggests they never disappeared at all, just changed so gradually that they blurred into another species. Kind of like when your favorite band gets a new drummer, and suddenly it's not the same, but technically it still exists. And if you met Homo Rudolfensis today, you'd probably mistake them for a very hairy neighbor who hasn't discovered deodorant. But don't laugh too hard. Without them, your family tree might have ended with a banana. So, human or monster, ancestor or anomaly, Homo Rudolfensis stands as one of evolution's strangest experiments, a whispered prologue in the story of us. And just like that, they vanished, leaving only fossils and theories. But maybe, just maybe, a piece of them lives on in us, the curiosity, the stubborn survival, the oversized head when you're born. Subscribe now to explore more ancient mysteries, laugh at more strange relatives, and wonder, what other chapters of our story are still buried in the dust?